Hey guys, it's Siobhan with Do Kitty and Beyond. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you to all my new subscribers. Welcome to the channel. We do monthly horoscope readings for the collective as well as various other spiritual content. As you probably well know, was probably what drove you here. So that being said, I want to first announce that we have hit 4,000 subscribers. Thank you guys. So in honor of that, I am going to be offering 50% off my services. So all my services, including readings and healings, all of the information is in the description box below. So thank you so much, guys. I'm going to be doing that for the entire month of May. So you'll have plenty of time to book a reading and have a reading or a healing session with me. Okay, so this is for Leo, which is probably why you clicked on the video. That is for sun, moon, or rising. If you don't know your moon and rising sign, I'm assuming Leo is your sun sign. It may not be, but go check out your natal chart at cafeastrology.com. I'm not affiliated with them in any way. No monetization there. I just know that it's a free website and it gives you a pretty good mock-up of your natal chart. So it's worth looking into if you're curious and if you don't know. I also recommend that you check out your sun, moon, and rising sign videos, all three of them. That way you get a better idea of the energy that's affecting you in the month, because there may be correlations between them, or there may be additional information that is pertinent to you in the month of May. So Leo, I tuned into your energy prior to the reading, as I always do, and I picked up on some information. And what I was feeling was a definite need to get grounded. There's this needing to plant your feet. So they showed me planted feet, rooted to the earth, and clearing your energy through this connection is going to be really important for you going through the month of May. I was picking up on some anxiety and fear manifesting as, in quotations, inner demons. That's what they showed it to me as. It's an illusion, but they're coming up as, like, they showed me like these cartoony type monsters, basically. So, and then coping mechanisms to try and avoid dealing with them, and or these coping mechanisms are actually feeding those, you know, little mischievous devil on the shoulder type of energy. So then I picked up on the solar plexus being a little bit off and needing some work. So this relates to inner self doubt and manifesting as self-sabotage again. So coping mechanisms and self-sabotage are kind of going hand in hand. There was this need to clear the energy. So you can clear your energy through meditation, through Epsom salt baths, through sage, Reiki healing, crystals, angelic assistance. There's very many ways that you can clear your energy. And if you don't already know some of these ways that I just listed, then I recommend going and checking them out. Just Google clearing your energy, Reiki healing, crystals, anything that I just said, and it'll come up with lots and lots and lots and lots of information. So, you know, the world is at your fingertips. We have computers in our pockets. So, you know, tap into that information. Then they were showing me the toroidal field not flowing properly or fully flowing around you. So the toroidal field is like this path of energy that goes up through the body as well as down through the body simultaneously, and it's hard to describe it without showing you an image of it. If you Google toroidal field, you'll see it kind of looks like a giant donut or like an inner tube of energy that surrounds your body and flows through your central meridians. And they were showing me that this need to get grounded and this need to balance the solar plexus as well as various other chakras was blocking up the flow of the toroidal field, and it's affecting your auric strength, which is therefore affecting your mental and physical health. So that's something to be aware of. It's not something to be afraid of. It's just it's not something that can't be fixed. So, you know, do your own research and look into this stuff. You can definitely do this from home and completely on your own. If you do feel called that you would require assistance in doing this, I can provide that, or there's tons of other readers or healers out there that can. If you're more comfortable with doing it in person, I'm sure you can find somebody in your area. If not, I'm here to support you. Yes, okay, so let's move on to the reading. Leo in May. Also, if you guys want to go over to Instagram and check out my page there, it is at To Kitty and Beyond, all one word, just like my handle here on YouTube. I post, you know, daily card pulls, updated on energy and information that I feel called to share, as well as special promotional discounts for Instagram only. So hop on over there and follow me up. All right, so there. Leo, current self energy. We have the Three of Wands, theme of the month. We have the Knight of Pentacles, key goal. Oops. The Lovers, obstacle to overcome. Wow, jumping. Ace of Pentacles as the obstacle to overcome. Major accomplishment. The Hierophant. Interesting. What to avoid. We have the Eight of Cups and the King of Cups. What to embrace. The World in Reverse. Where to find support. Death. And advice and encouragement. Judgment and the King of Swords. Okay, so Leo, your current self is coming up as the Three of Wands. This is an energy of travel, setting intentions, moving forward, having made a decision. This is setting out your intentions and then basically waiting for them to manifest, waiting for your ships to come back. So as you can see, he's kind of looking out over water and the ships are sailing away. He's standing watch, waiting for them to return, or waiting for the time that they will return. So this is a spiritual manifestation that you are currently working on, which is, yeah, that's your current self. So theme of the month, we have Knight of Pentacles. So this could be something to do with work, something to do with money, finances, career, as the wands and the pentacles together really symbolize something to do with work and career, especially as it relates to your spiritual purpose and passion, and finances in that regard as well. So Knight of Pentacles is slow moving and likes to plan very appropriately. He's not the type of knight who just rushes into action at the slightest, inclination. This is more of an energy of slow and steady wins the race. This is really planning out where it is you're going, how you're going to get there, making sure that you acquire all of the appropriate supplies that you'll need along your journey. So this is the theme of the month. You may be having sent out this intention or this focus, now planning and practicing how to physically make those changes, because there's a difference between setting an intention and doing something energetically and setting an intention and doing something physically. So the fact that you have 2 here, those both aspects, is actually very positive. So that's going to help you also to get grounded. The theme of the month is Pentacles, which are an earth sign. So this is a very grounded energy, and that's the theme, is needing to ground this energy. And the key goal, we have the Lovers. So this is an energy of balance. It's an energy of decisions, divine masculine and divine feminine aspects of self, and higher aspects of self, as you can see from the angel and the sun. This represents healing, divine guidance, knowledge, and life. So there needs to be a balance, and they're showing me the mountain in between the masculine and the feminine. They're drawing my attention there, and the clouds, the gray clouds. Okay, so I'm seeing that there's some kind of an obstacle to overcome as it relates to coming into balance or union within yourself or with a partner. And the reason why you're perceiving this as such an obstacle or something that is potentially difficult is this clouded energy. This gray cloud means that there's not necessarily a clarity of thought there. So this again will relate back to clouded energy equals clouded thoughts, and clouded thoughts equals clouded energy. It's the chicken and the egg. Which came first, you know? They're so interrelated and interconnected that you really have to address both aspects, which we see here, which the physical and the energetic. So this is going to be the goal for you, is to come into balance, make the decision and set the intention to come into balance within yourself, and that will help you to clear out that energy, get it moving, and then this obstacle, where it seems like a mountain now, will actually be a molehill. From when you see it from the perspective of your higher self and you go through this healing, it's really just a molehill. It's not something that you can't overcome or that you're not capable of conquering. So the obstacle to overcome here is the Ace of Pentacles. So this is an opportunity from the universe that's being presented to you. This could be offering new money coming in, or finances, or a job opportunity or a career opportunity. This could be something physical in nature. So it does require you, though, to walk out the door into a new beginning, setting a new path, and really physically making those changes, because opportunities can come and plunk themselves in your lap, but you have to do something with it. And that's where the obstacle comes in here, is that if you want to go and climb Mount Everest, you know, you might have the opportunity come up and somebody says, oh, I happen to be going back to Mount Everest. Would you like to come along and I'll finance the journey? And that's all well and good. But the obstacle is then actually doing it. So getting up all of the supplies that you need and the courage that you need and the physical endurance to actually go and do it and accomplish it. But then once you do it, you're on top of the world, quite literally in this metaphor. So the obstacle to overcome here is taking those steps and putting this opportunity into action. The major accomplishment here is the Hierophant. So this is a commitment, this is a change, this is divinely guided change, and this is trusting your faith and the knowledge that you have within you, the wisdom that you have within you, to commit to what you know is going to be best for you, what's going to bring you fulfillment, what's going to be beneficial for you in your life at a soul level as well as at a physical level, because it's all interrelated. So if one thing's off, it throws off everything else. It's the domino effect. So there really needs to be balance within every aspect of your life, and you don't have to tackle all of that at once, but it's important to set an intention and focus on whichever one you're being called to focus on, and then go from there. And the Hierophant is the accomplishment here. So this is trusting that higher guidance. This is coming into connection and unity. They're drawing my attention to the fingers on his right hand. These ones here, they're drawing my attention to the fact that they're together. So instead of being separate, they're together. So I guess that's important in some way. Take what resonates and leave the rest. What next up? We have what to avoid. So in what to avoid position, we have the Eight of Cups and the King of Cups. So this is avoiding running away from your emotions. This is avoiding those coping mechanisms. In this sense, it's very deeply related to the subconscious mind and emotions. This could be also saying for some people out there to avoid walking away from somebody who's trying to help you. Because the King of Cups is, this could be a male, but it's just a male energy. It doesn't have to be a man per se, because we both have both polarities within us. But this is a very watery, fluid male energy. Could be a counselor. This could be somebody who's giving you guidance in some way, especially as it relates to your emotional realm, your emotional life, and what's going on subconsciously at a deeper level within you, not just surface emotions. This is somebody who comes forward and really wants to get to the core of the issue to assist you in being able to move forward, closing out old cycles and moving forward with new cycles. So avoid walking away from this person, because the journey to go within is going to be beneficial for you. This could be a water sign individual, so Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer, but it doesn't have to be. That's just what the water sign of Cups relates to. And what to embrace, we have the World in reverse. So this is a cycle, and the world is completion. It's also karmic cycles and karmic completion. Now, it's coming up in reverse, so embracing the fact that you're in this, because it's not done yet. You're kind of smack in the middle of a karmic cycle, and you know what? No, they're telling me you're coming to the end of a karmic cycle, but you're not quite out of it yet. So you're not in the middle, you're like 3/4 of the way through. And there is this opportunity for a new beginning, a clear and fresh start, a reset, a resurrection, as it were. I'm filming this on Easter Sunday. So it's all about resurrection today. And this is going to need to be embraced. The fact that things will fall away, but they will be replaced with better things, things that are more aligned with your inner goals and your inner fulfillment and happiness, and things that bring you joy and spiritual passion. So this is really about embracing the ending of that cycle. And then what's up next? Where to find support? We have death, which is reiterating that point and really solidifying the fact that this cycle is going to come to a close, but it's a bit bittersweet, because when the cycle closes, you do have to release things that the old cycle no longer is relevant with you. So you do have to leave behind the things that the old cycle represented. Having learned those lessons, you're able to move on from them, but you may have formed some attachments to them. So it's difficult sometimes to, even when you know consciously that it's in your best interests to do so, to let go of things that you don't need anymore. But there is, again, I'm seeing the priest here. So this is, you're being called to do this by a higher source. And there's messengers coming to you that are channeling information from a higher source. And that's what's going to allow you to find the clarity that you seek, to venture through the gateway and the portal into this new horizon. As you can see off in the distance here, yes, there's like all this death and destruction, but there's rebirth symbolized by the white lotus and by the sun being born in the pillars off in the distance. So advice and encouragement, we have the King of Swords and Judgment. So this is definitely about cutting things out. Advice and encouragement, King of Swords, like, yeah, this is severing ties and cords that are not serving you at all. This is shedding all of the layers of accumulated muck and gunk that you've allowed to clog up your field. Basically, you've allowed it to clog up your mind, and it's then manifested into these inner demons. They're not real, it's an illusion, but it's a self-created illusion. So the only one who can get you out of that, or to make them go away, is you. And you're being called to do this. This is divine guidance, and if you're on this video right now, that's like proof enough that you were meant to hear this message, and this is not coming from me. I'm just a messenger. It's coming from the divine. So that's something to heed, basically. And this judgment, again, is resurrection. You're being reborn, but there has to be this death process to be reborn. And this death process can be leave you a little bit vulnerable as they're reborn naked. So you have to cut away the things that aren't serving you. The analogy that's coming to mind, which I actually just saw another reader use, Linda Light. I just found her channel and I love her. So shout out Linda Light for this analogy from The Christmas Story. You know that movie with the guy, the kid who shoots his eye out with the BB gun? The little brother is like so wrapped up in snowsuits, and he can't move, he can't function, and he gets left behind, and he's like struggling and just, you know, flailing, and he ends up flat on his back in the snow, just crying. And it's almost like you've put on all these layers and layers and layers of clothes because you haven't been grounding and rooting yourself and clearing your energy regularly, and you may have these negative habits that you do on a daily basis that aren't working for you, or these negative people around you that are clogging up your field, and you're taking on all their energetic gunk. And it's nothing against them, it's just you are a sensitive, empathic, spiritual individual, and your energy naturally wants to help them, and so it takes on all their gunk. And so what's necessary is to shed all those layers, to take off all of that extra weight that you've been carrying around. And the only way to do that is to cut it out. You've got to be a little bit ruthless in this respect when it's your health on the line here. Your physical health, your spiritual health, mental health, it's all related. It's all interconnected. It's that domino effect. So if one goes off, the rest kind of go out of balance. So it's important for you to put yourself first in this respect, where you do kind of have to, if you want to be of service to others, you have to make sure that you're okay first. And as I looked up and saw that, I saw 2222 on the recording time. So that is a divine message to find balance, because twos are all about balance, partnership, duality, but also about having trust and faith in the process. Trust that you're on the right path, even though it may not feel like it, but you are. Everything happens for a reason, even the difficult things and even the negative things. It all happens for a reason. So there are massive upgrades going on. You are getting out of this karmic cycle, but while you're still in it, there's going to be a little bit of work to do, but you can do it. And I'm here to support you, and there's tons of other people to support you. I know that for a fact. So let's get a crystal oracle card that will assist you in the month of May. What's going to be good for Leo in the month of May? Brandenburg Amethyst. I have not had this one come up, so let's see what that says. These are wisdom healing crystal oracles. These are super, super powerful cards. They are imbued with the energy of the crystal itself. So as I'm reading the description, tune into the energy of this card and allow it to assist you. If you have this particular crystal, it would be beneficial to keep it close to you or near you through the month of May. If not, you may feel called to go out and get it from your local crystal shop or metaphysical store. Usually you can find tumbled stones for $1 or $2, sometimes less. So 38. 30. Oh, I almost had it. 38. Okay. So, Brandenburg Amethyst is the perfect blueprint. A master healer, the Brandenburg Amethyst holds the perfect blueprint of your soul and all that is. It heals physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, karmic, planetary, and ancestral auric layers. Holy crap. And imprints the most perfect energetic pattern possible. You are a beer. You are a beering. Yes. Freudian slip. You are a being of pure consciousness and are wonderful just the way you are. Embrace the clarity of your core being. Let go of mental constructs, karmic imprints, soul imperatives, and relationships that no longer serve. Heal the past, reframe previous choices that you have made in your life, and take a new pathway to step into your soul purpose and expand higher dimensions of your soul. You are perfect exactly as you are in this present moment. Step onto your soul path and seed your future with potential. Self-discipline and clear focus bring your dreams to fruition. Aim for the highest. You are perfect exactly the way you are. And this crystal helps your soul path of seeing the perfection in each moment. Wow, it is exactly everything we were just talking about. So healing all the aspects of yourself, physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, karmic, planetary, and ancestral auric layers, which are all held in that toroidal field that I was talking about, and these imprints. So you can return to your blueprint, that is the master blueprint, which is the higher self that you are. You have this and you can embody this, but there is going to need to be a little bit of self-discipline, clear focus, which was what we were talking about here. Understanding that you're perfect no matter where you're at. So don't judge yourself. Don't be too hard on yourself. If you're not where you want to be, you are where you're supposed to be. It may not be pleasant, but it is where you're supposed to be. And you're moving to where you need to be, and where you're supposed to be. So again, this is letting go of constructs, karmic imprints, soul imperatives, and relationships that no longer serve. So that's cutting that out. That's cutting out the relationships and finding the balance. This is clearing the past. This is being reborn. This is going through that death process. Yeah, this is like literally everything that we just talked about. So thank you, Brandenburg Amethyst, for coming forward for the Leo Collective in the month of May. All right, guys, that was your reading. I wish you the best of luck in all of your endeavors and all of this clearing and purging that's taking place. It's not just you, it is the collective as well. I'm going through it. I've been laid out for a couple of days. It's been on and off, but there's a lot of symptoms. There's a lot of mental, emotional, physical, spiritual, etheric symptoms. So be gentle with yourself as you go through this transition and this process, and put yourself first, because you do have to do that to be able to serve others and help others. All right, Leos, I love ya. We'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.